I may not like what you have to say, but I will defend your right to say it. Isn't that the line? Isn't that what America was based on? That's what it should be. You say whatever you want. You do whatever you want. If you're an adult, all right, start messing with kids, we've got serious issues. Now, obviously, I'm talking about the whole trans thing. And I kind of want to talk about that a little bit because they are forcing it on kids and it's pissing me off. I cannot stand it. Look, if you're an adult, Bryson, I know you're very opinionated on this subject, but I don't care. If you're an adult, you do whatever you want. But if you start pushing it on kids, start trying to manipulate children. I mean, look at this tweet. This is from Vladimir Putin. I kid you not. This is from Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin slams monstrous West for teaching children they can change their gender, saying it is close to a crime against humanity.
Based.
I mean, is he wrong, people? All right. Is he wrong? Is he even wrong?
Listen,
no, he's not.
Listen,
he's not wrong. I'll say it. It's my show. I got to say it. He's not wrong.
I can't respond the way I want to because I don't want to get you in trouble. But
thank you. That's why I said I'll say it. It's my show. I got to say it.
but what I will say is, come on, just basic human nature. This is basic nature level type stuff. This isn't confusing. Right. It's only confusing because of the slippery slope. And when they teach it to kids, it's a great plan they got going right now.
Yes,
when you teach it to the kids, they don't really know basic right from wrong if you're teaching to them so young. So when they get about 13, they're going to look at you crazy for saying there's only two genders. Now you're the crazy one. You're the wild one now. And that's where we're heading. In the next 20 years, man, it's going to be a super, super wild stuff. And that's all I'm going to say. Because anything else, I'll probably get you.
Thank you. I kind of brought this upon myself by talking about this, but it doesn't matter. I mean, we got Putin that's blasting critical race theory, and it's not just the whole trans movement. It's critical race theory as well. And he talks and compares it to the Bolsheviks of the early Russia, 19th century, 1890 to 1917, I believe. And it's, the Bolshevik Revolution. Here I have an article. Let me pop this up. This is from Not the Bee, which of course is, please don't confuse it with Babylon Bee, which is the satire site. Not the Bee is news that seems like it should be a part of the Babylon Bee, but it's actually real. I do tend to like their takes. They're pretty based on many levels. Putin blasts wokeism and compares it to the 1917 Bolshevik Revolution, slams critical race theory and the practice of calling women birthing people, which is just insulting because they are getting rid of women everywhere. Let's see here. This is from his speech. He says, "We see with bemusement the paralysis unfolding in countries that have grown accustomed to viewing themselves as the flagships of progress." Of course, he is talking about America here. "Of course, it's none of our business or what is happening. The social and cultural shocks that are happening in some countries, in the Western countries, some believe that aggressive blotting out of whole pages of your own history." Again, he is definitely talking about America here. The affirmative action of the interest of minorities and the requirement to renounce the traditional interpretation of such basic values as mother, father, family, and the distinction between sexes are a milestone, a renewal of society. I gotta say, he's dead on. He is dead on point. They want to get rid of what mother is. They don't want they want to be the father. The government basically wants to be the father and let mothers just be on welfare or whatever a mother is to them anyway. Let's see, family. Well, they don't want us to be, they don't want people close family. I mean, they want to get rid of religion. I know that you're a very religious guy, and I see a very, very important part of what religion does for a society. It keeps people together. It keeps people grounded. It keeps people focused. We have lost that. Look, I'm not religious right now. I have my own views on that. I'm not trying to talk about that necessarily, but I understand the importance of community, the importance of having a purpose, the importance of the values that religion does give people. They're trying to get rid of all of this: family, religion, sexes, mothers, fathers. They are trying to renew society in this new Build Back Better movement, I guess I should say, because that's really what it is, right?
So
go ahead. What do you got to say? I know you got some things to say here.
Listen, you know who Zuby is, right?
Of course.
So Zuby was in Tennessee, and we got dinner. We just had a long conversation, and he grew up in other countries. He's lived in many different countries. Yeah. And when we was talking, America is the best country in many aspects. Where you compare our culture, social culture, to other countries, we are actually bankrupt in that sense. And a lot. And not saying these countries are good. I'm just pointing out aspects of things. In a lot of countries in the Middle East, it's rarely you'll see a homeless person. It's rare you see a homeless person. It's rare that you'll see an addict. It's rare that you will see somebody drunk. It's rare that you will see a woman having children at a red light. It's rare that you will see a family not together. These things are rare. That's why you don't have a lot of the same social issues that plague us in this country. So my thing is, how can we find the balance? And a lot of these countries, of course, they base everything on their religion that I happen to disagree with. But I can't deny simple numbers. And my thing is, how can we balance it? Because we have allowed things to stray too far. We live in crazy land. This is crazy land. Let's be honest. This is crazy land.
Yeah, it does feel like we live in crazy land. I agree.
You got banned. You don't even know why you got banned. You know they gave me 2 strikes in one day.
Really?
Yeah, 2 strikes in one day. Yep.
For the same video or what?
The lyric video and the music video.
Wow.
They were so gracious. They banned one of my live streams from last week. I'm like, where did that come from? And then they said, since it's all the same day, we're not going to give you a strike for this one.
Thank you, overlords. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So gracious, so kind.
Oh man, it's crazy. I mean, this wokeism. I mean, it's being called out by Putin of all people. It's crazy. I mean, I just started this article. This is the beginning. And for those who want to read any of the articles that I bring up on my show, you can go to locals, adamkrigler.locals.com. I post all of the articles. So if you want to read the articles that I bring on stream, you can go read them yourselves. No worries. I always post them up over there. But this whole woke culture, I'm sick of it, man. I'm so fed up with these people thinking that, and he mentions it here, it's catering to the minorities, affirmative action in the interest of minorities. They keep saying about democracy. Democracy is, minorities have no say, right? The minority gets drowned out, and we are almost the opposite of democracy right now, because the minorities who are screeching the loudest are getting David Chappelle to talk to them. Like, why? You make a good point. Why is he even talking to them? Why are you giving them any sort of power? Why are you giving them an inch? Why are you giving them any energy at all, Chappelle? You shouldn't. You're above that. You don't need to stoop down to their level and try to explain it to them, because guess what? They don't care. They're not trying to meet you. They're trying to just push their narrative, and that's what they want. And Netflix came out already and said, we're not getting rid of it. Guess what?
Listen,
Netflix made a lot of money. They got so many people to go onto Netflix and watch that special. Am I wrong?
You know what's funny? A lot of the people that's boycotting it, I bet you they didn't even I know the majority didn't watch the entire thing, but I'm willing to bet 70% of the people boycotting didn't even watch it at all.
I agree.
I'm willing to bet.
I would put money on that also. Yep, definitely. They definitely did not watch it. There's no doubt in my mind.